Welcome to the Positive Productivity Podcast, episode number 99.
Welcome to Positive Productivity Podcast, where we empower our audience to achieve and appreciate personal and professional success, especially in the face of adversity. Listen in as our guests reveal their stories of challenges and hurdles and how they overcame defeat and became triumphant in their endeavors. Let's get motivated and move forward with your host, Kim Sutton.
Have you ever found yourself stuck while working on a project and you just couldn't figure out where to go next or what element you needed to include or maybe what text you needed to write in your copy? Let me tell you, this happens to me, if not daily, at least once a week. And there have been so many times when I have tried to force myself to come up with a solution just to wind up frustrated and ready to pull my hair out. Today I found myself at the end of my second week trying to figure out elements that were going to go into one of my new marketing funnel. Basically, my whole funnel creation had come to a screeching halt because I was bottlenecking the process by not being able to come up with a few simple responses to a question. Every night for the past week, I've looked at my calendar and what I'm supposed to be doing for an upcoming launch, and I would get frustrated because my deadlines, my self-imposed deadlines, were not getting met because these three simple responses were stuck somewhere out in the galaxy. Maybe you can understand what this feels like. Now, I'm not a wine drinker, but I know people say bottlenecking, and sometimes they feel like the wine bottle. And that's so what it felt like to me. I felt like the harder that I tried to come up with my solution, the more frustrated I was getting. I've shared with you before on the Positive Productivity Podcast that I have what I call chronic idea disorder, which is a never-ending supply of entrepreneurial ideas. Well, this is one of those times where I'm actually focusing on creating one of those products and getting it finished. I'm tired of digging thousands of shallow holes, and I want to get that one hole built to the other side of the world this year. What's ironic, however, is that I get tons of ideas when I'm not looking for them. And all the ideas that I was getting in the last couple of weeks had nothing to do with this funnel. I've finally gotten good at ignoring all those other ideas. But the ideas I did want just weren't coming to me until today. Sometimes when we're stuck in the moment, it's really necessary to just get away for a little bit. In this case, it was getting away from my desk and going to pick up my kids from daycare. It's only a 5-minute drive from my house to the daycare. However, just one turn away from the daycare entrance, I felt like the clouds parted and all of a sudden the ideas came rushing to my head. I had to hurriedly try to find a piece of paper in my purse. And if you're a woman, I don't know what your purse looks like, but there's always tons of paper in my purse except for when I need a piece. Do you know how that is? But I was able to find that one little scrap. And before I ran into the daycare to pick up my kids, by the way, I was running late, I was able to jot down a few notes so I would remember when I got back to the car and when I got home. If you find yourself struggling to come up with that idea, just step away for a little bit. Read a book, watch TV, do something completely unproductive. Maybe it's going to the coffee shop and not taking your computer with you, but just absorbing the smells and the sounds and watching the people. But I guarantee you that if you just give yourself that freedom to step away from your desk, that the solution that you're looking for will be there for you. Now, with all this said, step away from your desk for a little bit and go forth and have a positive and productive day. Hey there, this is Kim Sutton, host of the Positive Productivity Podcast, and I just want to take a quick moment to thank you for listening to this episode. If you enjoyed it and were inspired, I would love to hear your feedback. Please take a moment or two and visit the podcast on iTunes, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, or on my website at thekimsutton.com to leave your rating or review. I'd also like to invite you to join the Positive Productivity Book Club and to find out more about my coaching packages by visiting thekimsutton.com. Until the next episode, I hope you have a positive and productive day.